Hello? Hello? Yeah, OBS crashed. Well, anyway, this is a good opportunity to try the title cards real quick. This is the. Anyway, this is a good opportunity to try the title cards real quick. This is going to be the stream ending image with where is. Where's that? There's the Be Right Back text with the Be Right Back image. Found all these images on the internet. I thought it looked cool. Let's see. And then there's the stream starting text and the stream starting image. Alright, let's see if we can do Painkiller this time. Perfect. Now, for those that aren't familiar, Painkiller had a bit of a development history where it was originally going to be kind of a first-person RPG, not unlike Deus Ex. But given that that the team that worked on this, People Can Fly, was a very small East European team, their publisher urged them to pivot to something a little bit more akin to Serious Sam. So they did, and so it's kind of like a grim-dark, edgy, early to mid-2000s Serious Sam clone, where Serious Sam is kind of cartoonish and kind of over the top. Painkiller was dark and edgy. I played through the game and most of its expansions, and they're hard, but fun. I need to actually play through the original Serious Sam levels, Serious Sam games sometime. Because they are technically better than Painkiller. Okay, I did this on. Alright. Let's skip the cutscene. Yeah, it has like a tarot card system and things like that. One of the things that's impressive about Painkiller is the level designs are pretty varied all throughout all the expansions. To be fair, I'd like to, trim the garden with this. I found the Painkiller games to be a little bit on the buggy side, but they have a pretty good atmosphere about them. Kind of want to go back and play Men of War again. Now, these things that you're picking up right here is, I think, like Lost Souls or whatever. And if you get 100 of them, you go into basically a berserk mode. And I think they can also heal you a little bit. And so basically, yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of like Serious Sam. Except, you know, it's a little bit tighter, it's a little bit linear. Don't really have the kind of the open spaces that you do in Serious Sam. Certainly have the same amount of enemies, though. It gets pretty ridiculous later in the game. And hard. Now this is not exactly the vanilla version of Painkiller. This is of course the Black Edition, which contains the base game and its expansion and some of the changes that made. But I'm also running a mod on top of this because actually, in order to get like the true ending of the game, you actually have to like play it on the hardest difficulty. And I'm not going to do that. I tried and no. So this basically kind of unlocks some of the harder, the exclusive harder levels and some of the other stuff at the lighter difficulty, if the mod's still working. It's been like a long time since I played this, like I said. Now, where do we go from here? Anyway, the difficulty varies all over the place from level to level. And you get some pretty cool guns later on. Take that, Grandma. It's funny that these skeleton warriors bleed. Probably ate ketchup or something. But yeah, I played the original Painkiller in pretty much all but one of its expansions, and the only one I didn't play is one that was notoriously pretty bad. But all the other expansions I found to be pretty solid. See, in the Painkiller games, you're supposed to be like in The name escaped me. I'm sorry. Let's go over here. One thing I do like about this particular era of gaming was their ragdoll physics. Probably could read that, but I don't want the enemies to sneak up behind me. Can't even remember what the alt fire button does in this for this particular weapon. Oh yeah, it turns them into ice. Yeah, you're trying to... Yep. Yeah, this is kind of like the Berserk mode. Not sure what... I can't remember what it's actually called. It might be called Painkiller mode or something, or Demon mode. Not really sure. But it's kind of cool. You kind of it's all black and white and stuff, and see, like, the outlines of things. The heat signatures, you could say. Like a Predator vision, almost. hope the frame rate for this is turning out alright. You can also use this, since you have infinite ammo, to break things and collect coins and stuff. I sometimes like just running around with this. It's kind of funny. Finally. There was actually a port of this game on the original Xbox called Painkiller Hell Wars. I don't know how it compares to the PC version. Ah, the end of the level. And you see, that's how you can use like some of your upgrades and stuff. Well, let's go ahead and play a different one. There. Let's play some Red Faction. This is Dash Faction version 1.61. It's probably way out of date these days. But this is kind of a fun modded version of the original Red Faction. It does allow for a few more options. One of the mods I installed for this the All Geomod mod, which makes the environments even more destructible. Yeah, I last played this back in 2021. Feels a lot longer. Skip training. I just want to play just a little bit of the...
Mars. I always thought of it as a romantic place, a planet of mystery and adventure. Came here 6 months ago thinking it would be an escape from Earth. I wanted some time to think, to figure out what to do with my life. A year in the Altor mine sounded like a great way to straighten myself out. Man, was I a fool. Life in the mines is hell. I haven't had a minute to myself since I got here. You're jammed 8 to a room, time-sharing your bunks. Conditions are barely livable. And the guards are everywhere. Ultor doesn't care if we live or die. We're at the breaking point. And then there's the plague killing off miners left and right. When the guy next to you dies before your eyes and your turn could come any minute, it freaks you out. No one knows what causes it or how to cure it. Or at least the miners don't know. Someone named Eos is putting up pamphlets in the barracks, claiming that Ultor is responsible for the plague. The pamphlets urge miners to be ready to revolt against Ultor. A lot of miners are muttering, but nothing's come of it yet. As bad as things are in the barracks, they're brutal down in the mines. You spend 10 hours drenched in your own sweat in the Enviro suit, grinding away at rock walls. The guards make sure you work the whole shift. They enjoy their work way too much. You get out of the driller after your shift's over and all you've done is dig yourself in a little deeper. Don't know how long I can keep doing this.
Second work shift has ended. Miners return to barracks.
Ah, finally. We can start.
Come on, Parker. Shift's over.
Well, this game's pretty fun. I do kind of find it in some
where do you
ways
think
kind
you're
of
going?
a
Leave
step
me
down
alone,
from
jerk.
Half-Life
It's been a
1.
long day. It's about to get a little longer, mind scum.
But it does a lot
Just
of
let me
really
go,
cool stuff.
or else. You threatening me? Yeah, well, threaten this!
Disturbance in mine sector M4. Code yellow alert.
I also like how some of the levels are kind of non-linear. Like, I can go that way, or I can go this way. Or I can even go that way.
Come on, tough guy!
Sometimes you have to watch out, though. Sometimes seemingly almost spawn in behind you. Ah, this is where I was looking for explosives.
Where's my backup?
See, this is what was so cool about Red Faction. The environment that is from.
Additional security required in mine sector M4.
Attack! Attack!
First thing can't do this anymore. Kind of miss that. Just imagine what you can do now with destructibility with today's technology. The only other game I can think of that really kind of did it in this way was Black PlayStation 2. And maybe we'll play that sometime. Now, I originally played through this game on the PS2 version, and that's a pretty
Hey, get over here. We're with the Red Faction. Stick with us. We're heading to the Red Faction base.
This is Eos, leader of the Red Faction. Our time has come. Workers in Mine M4 have started the rebellion. They're fighting and dying for you as I speak. Find the Red Faction members among you. Join us and strike back at Ultor. Together,
all miners are ordered to ignore unauthorized announcements and return to their barracks immediately.
Mercy, please!
Yeah, but the only real main complaint I have with this game is I don't think the AI or voice acting or voice lines for like the enemies and stuff is as good as compared to Half-Life. But like I said, it does do a lot of cool stuff, and it's definitely worth checking out. See, and given kind of the non-linearity of some of the environments, you can use grounding yourself. Especially when you start making your own exits. Like with this rocket launcher.
Additional security required in Mine Sector M4.
Try it, miner! Drop your weapons! Move in! Help! Help! Oh! Mercy, please! Oh! Oh!
Thanks. Hey, come with me. A bunch of miners are heading up to the docking bay to steal a shuttle. They're gonna get off Mars and back to Earth. You help me reach the shuttle and I'll make sure they take you along.
Yep. Another guy that script died.
Where's my backup? Party time! Mercy, please!
Perfect little foxhole.
Code Red Alert in Mine M4. Security Level 2 response required.
Try it, miner! Oh! Try it, miner!
You're going to hear that those lines a lot if you ever play Red Faction.
Don't! Oh!
Also, this game has some of the cheapest enemies I've experienced in a first-person shooter. There's a really cool gun, like much later in this game. I think it's called like a railway rifle. I think that's probably not its actual name, but basically it's a sniper rifle with an X-ray scope, and it shoots like a one-shot kill weapon. It's very powerful in your hands, but it's also very powerful in theirs. And there's just some times where it's almost unavoidable, and you'll just randomly die just because some of the enemies just have that weapon. Because it goes through anything. Walls, floors.
Come on, tough guy!
It has got a
Code Red Emergency in Mine M4. Security Level 1 response required.
Oh!
The true showcase of Red Faction.
Attack!
See, look at that. It's hard to keep
Help! Oh! Oh! Tough guy. Get over here! Just you and me, miner! Ah!
I couldn't get this one open. Normally those lockers can open. Oh yeah, there's actually a crouch button in this game. Am I forgetting which button is the action command? Oh yeah, you can also put a silencer in some of your weapons. Oh well. That's supposed to lift you up and take you up there if you want.
Better run, Miner! Just you and me, Miner! Oh! Oh!
Remember every dead miner, every injustice, and strike back.
Die, Miner!
The Red Faction will lead you to freedom.
Now, of course, the Neomod stuff isn't perfect, especially with the mod that removes demonstration of destructibility. He doesn't know how to affect the war
Die, scum!
Code Red Emergency in Mine M4. Security Level 1 response required.
Better run, Miner!
Parker, you don't know me, but
Don't do it, please!
I'm a security technician with Altor. I have my own reasons for hating them and wanting to help you. I've been watching the riots on security monitors. You're the only rider in door to make it this far.
Oh well. There's actually a way to break that whole stone bridge and cause that APC to collapse, which is one of the more cooler set pieces in this game. So yeah, so far everything seems to be functioning all right, pretty stably on here. So I'm going to call this stream success. Anyway, if anyone wants to support my channel and the things I do, feel free to donate to our Ko-fi. The QR code is in the top right on this particular one. The URL link right here is at the bottom right. And of course the stream goal, which is raising some money for my unfortunately injured father, who's been going through a lot of medical issues lately from suffering from a fall in his knee and stuff, having a broken elbow. Any of that stuff will help. Anyway, so yeah, thank you for everything, and hope you all have a good day.